Hello, ghouls and ghosties, and welcome to Haunt Hunt number 7. The last Haunt Hunt just went up 2 days ago, so we're already kicking into number 7 gear. We are on the hunt, we're out and about. It's early in the morning on a Sunday, and I am going to go to Crate and Barrel because I ordered a couple glasses to pick up. They were on back order for like 2 weeks, but they are ready for me to pick up now, and then we're gonna look. I would assume since they got these spooky glasses in, which I'll show you when I grab them, I would assume since they got them in now that they have their Halloween stuff out. So we're gonna look at that. I also might go to a Marshall's in that area, and then I also was planning to go somewhere else that I can't remember. There's a Restoration Hardware right there, but I don't think Restoration Hardware has Halloween this year. It's like Restoration Hardware, if you don't know, it's like a really ritzy furniture store, but I don't think they have Halloween. I looked on their website and I didn't see anything, so I kind of don't even want to go in. So I'm going to Crate and Barrel to get my glasses that I'm very excited about. I have bought like a few things here and there from some of the like bougie spooky decor stores this year, and I was wondering if you guys would be interested in seeing are expensive Halloween decorations worth it, or like is spooky stuff from like bougie furniture stores worth it, some kind of video like that. I might do that. I haven't decided yet, and maybe I'm to do that before this video even goes up, so I don't know. But also I got the Mountain Dew Spooky Voodoo. They have like pumpkins and like a grave, the 2022 grave on it. I'm excited to try this. I got the 0 sugar version, and I guess I could do a trial for you guys, even though like I said, it's early in the morning. So, oh my gosh, well it just blew up everywhere. Wow. I haven't had coffee yet, so I guess this might take place of my coffee, even though I still might go get coffee after. Holy, this is like overfilled. Look at that. It's like, oh, there we go. Now it just, nope, it's still like overfilled. Okay, let's try this. It smells very fruity. It's very good. I'm not like a huge Mountain Dew person. I do drink Diet Mountain Dew like every once in a while. That's pretty good though. It's a lot of flavor. It's good flavor. It kind of reminds me of Baja, but like a little more like fruity. Baja with a little more sweetness and a little more like berry to it, kind of. It's good though. So have you tried Voodoo? Let me know. Okay, let's go to some stores now. I had totally forgot that there's also a TJ Maxx over here, and since this is an area that I don't get to super often, we're gonna stop at TJ's, then Marshall's. It's only like 68 out and it's overcast. This weather is gorgeous. This TJ Maxx not only had the Betsy Johnson spooky jewelry that we see at all of them, but they also had some Ray Dunn and some other brands. These luggage pieces were amazing, and if only I traveled more, because I like never travel, I would absolutely have bought them. They had 3 different sizes and I loved all of them. For the makeup users out there, they had all kinds of spooky makeup palettes and different makeup accoutrements, including this Corpse Bride palette. Spooky nose strips is a new one for me, and same with spooky facial wipes. There were a few of these planters that I hadn't seen at any locations yet. And my favorite set from last year looks like it made a return. I don't know why so late in the season, but it was so good to see this set again. There were a few wine glasses and cocktail glasses that I don't think I had seen yet, like this skull stack one. This reminded me of the cork holding jack-o'-lantern, but it was a bit smaller. I also hadn't seen this rat print before. It's funny when they just start to put black items with the Halloween stuff, like this black toilet bowl cleaning brush. I also hadn't seen these Snoopy sheets before. They had a couple different sets. This store also had a good amount of men's spooky t-shirts, which of course I appreciated, even though none of them were really ones that I felt I needed to get. So we're at Marshall's now, and actually I'm just realizing this. This is kind of like a haunt hunting hub over here. There's a Trader Joe's over there, and there was an empty spot next to Trader Joe's that has now become a Spirit Halloween. There is a Michael's right in front of me. Marshall's is right on the side of me. You can kind of see it right here. Ooh, I can't do my directions backwards. Right there. There's also a World Market, which I just realized I've never looked in a World Market, especially for Halloween decor. Well, I've never been to World Market, period. So they might have Halloween stuff. I might go look in there. I haven't decided yet. We're for sure doing Marshall's. I'm not going to do Michael's, and I'm not going to do Spirit just because I've seen everything and none of them are like different from each other. But let's go to Marshall's, and I'm going to think about World Market. More Joanna Parker dish towels right by the checkout area right when I walked in, and this store also had quite its fair share of spooky clothing. I absolutely love that the Marshalls and the TJs have started to carry more spooky clothing, even though, as you guys saw in my spooky fashion video, I have more than enough. But this is actually where I bought this Halloween t-shirt that we just flipped past, the one with the striped collar. They had some really cool skeleton hoodies as well, including this skull with a dancing star skeleton on the back. This Marshall's had Halloween games, like board games and puzzles, which I hadn't seen at any other location. I did pick up this skull printed rolling pin. I can't wait to make something with this. I really love this collection of black ceramic with the stars on it. I got a cauldron from this collection. I just don't know what I would use this set for. I really like the font on this Hocus Pocus mug. I also hadn't seen this skeleton cup before. This print was awesome. I really wanted to get this, but I have a lot of kitchen towels. I just really like the print. On to the bougie mall now, and of course I had to grab my Starbucks pumpkin coffee. It was so awesome to see all of the Halloween window displays that all of the different bougie stores set up, and then look in the windows and see if any of them were selling Halloween stuff. Even the clothing stores like Johnny Was had a really pretty fall setup. Crate and Barrel did have a couple things, but nothing that really caught my attention, so I did my pickup order and I got my glasses. Here is what they look like. I really love them. They're so cool. I love the embossed bats on them. They're really thick and high quality too. On my way home, I actually stopped at Walmart to get some shipping boxes, but they actually did have Halloween out, so here is a look at my Walmart's Halloween section. They have a ton of inflatables, which I feel like we see at all kinds of stores. They also had those jelly window cling displays. They had some figures that looked vintagey, but still weren't really something I needed. They had some signs and some mugs and candles. Nothing was really popping out to me, but it was good to see it all out. Of course, they had a section of outdoor lighting as well, and then they had a baking section with all kinds of Halloween baking goods and baking supplies. Walmart had a plethora of kids' costumes. They also had knockoffs of the Starbucks studded tumblers, along with some other spooky tumblers and some spooky wine glasses. They had serving supplies like bowls and trays and canisters. They had these little skull shot glasses that I thought were cute, but I actually have some of those, and they made their own knockoff of the Pottery Barn skeleton hand wine glasses. This is the only thing, honestly, that caught my attention, and it was actually made of glass, but I didn't get it. I take that back because actually these caught my attention as well. I really love these vintage masks. I have no use for them and they were kind of cheapy, but I love them. We're looking in Sierra today. I know that not everyone's area has these, and really these are outdoorsy type stores, but since they're owned by Home Goods and TJ's, they actually do have some Halloween stuff. Sierra had this really cute dog printed dish towel along with some other dish towels. As you can probably tell from these clips, Sierra carries very, very similar items to TJ Maxx and Marshalls, and once again, that's because they are the same company. I was tempted to get this mug because it says Jack's Pumpkin Patch, but I skipped it because I just have so many freaking mugs. I feel like mixed in here there might have been a few different things that weren't carried at TJ Maxx and Marshalls, but for the most part I feel like I've seen all of this before, so nothing really caught my attention even to show you guys. I'm at a Home Depot now. This is a smaller one, so I'm not too hopeful. And then I also might go to a Menards at some point today, just because I have some Menards rebate money. Because Menards, if you don't have Menards, Menards always gives you 11% back. So I have some of those, and they're basically like gift cards. And like, I'd love to use it on Halloween stuff, but I know we've went to Menards once so far this year, and I didn't see anything I liked, but I would love to use that on something for Halloween. So I just want to check another one. But let's look at Home Depot, even though I'm sure there's nothing in here. This is the Home Depot that has the 12-foot witch up on display. They have had basically nothing this whole season, and once again, not surprisingly, they still had like nothing at all. Okay, so I'm in the drive-thru to get chicken nuggets. I feel like I've done this before in one of the hot hunts, but I think I might go to a Halloween Express, which I don't know if every area has those, but we have one that's open right now. It's kind of like a Spirit, but it's, I think, worse. And then we'll go to Menards. Now for nuggets. Kind of like Spirit, Halloween Express just like moves into open places. I'm pretty sure it's like way more expensive than Spirit, and I think I just read online that it's owned by Party City, which would explain why it's expensive. Upon walking in, I was like, wait a second, is this an only costume store? Because there were costumes everywhere and I couldn't see any decor. Then in the back, I noticed there was some decor, but it was a very small section, and I didn't zoom in on any prices, but wow, the prices were very, very high on the decor. But oh my gosh, I can fulfill my dream of being a spork. I'm sorry, Halloween Express, but you ain't got nothing on Spirit. That was like worse than I expected. The stuff was really expensive. The costumes were like the expected price, but the decor was so expensive and there was like not much. So I don't know if they don't have everything yet or if that's really all there is, but I would rather go to Spirit. This is a different Menards than the one that we went to like 2 or 3 haunt hunts ago, so I don't know, maybe they'll have a few different things. Menards was still pretty well stocked on basically everything we saw before. They had the same animatronics up, and I actually noticed some blow molds that I'm not sure if I noticed last time, but wow, Menards, the skeleton is like $70 and the pumpkin's like $55. That seems kinda crazy to me. Outside was definitely my favorite part. It was like a pumpkin wonderland. It seriously looked like a pumpkin patch with how they set up all of their pumpkins on these shelves. Today on my way home, I stopped at the Aldi closest to my house and saw some fall and Halloween stuff. They had some blankets along with some candles, which I kind of expected to see. They also had this pumpkin spice butter, which I absolutely recommend. It is so good. I hate yogurt, but I grabbed some fall yogurt to see if they could change my mind. I grabbed some cinnamon apple straws and some pumpkin spice cream cheese, which also is a total recommend. It is so good. They had this metal, like, paper bag looking light. The light was really, really dim, so I definitely was gonna pass on that. I could hardly even tell it was turned on. They had some pumpkin plates along with some spooky welcome signs. And of course, they had a whole section of Halloween candy. Good morning, ghouls and ghosties, and happy autumnal equinox. This September 22nd, and it's the autumnal equinox, and it is feeling like fall here. So 2 days ago, it was a 92-degree day. Yesterday, it plummeted to, I think it was 71 or 72, and today, the high is like 66 or 65. It is fantastic. The leaves are starting to change on the trees, and I am going to go to Target to get a pumpkin coffee from the Starbucks, maybe look at some of their Halloween decor. Then I'm gonna go to the Marshalls that is right next door in the same building. So Target's right there and Marshalls is right there. And yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys if I see anything new. I think Home Goods are done getting in new Halloween stuff, but Marshalls and TJ's seem like they are, like, maybe a little bit. So we're gonna check that out. And Target, I'm sure we've seen everything, but it's just like the Isle of Serotonin, so I always have to go to it. I have a spooky, this shirt I've worn a lot this year, the Rolling Stones Vampire t-shirt, which I have 2 of. I have a vintage one and I have the Target one from last year. And then I, once again, have my Moschino Dracula lunchbox, which I will have to start rotating more of my spooky bags in. But this has been my bag of choice for 2 weeks now, I think. So let's go to Target first. Right in the entry of Target, they now have their pumpkins out as well. Starbucks had all of their tumblers and spooky mugs out for the year. Honestly, none of the ones this year really catch my attention, so I haven't gotten any of the ones from this year's collection. I grabbed my pumpkin flavored iced coffee and moved on to, of course, the Halloween threshold section. I decided I am going to get one of these vintage looking lantern candle holders. This year, Target has been doing a really good job of keeping the Halloween threshold section stocked. I feel like usually it runs out really quick, so that is great. I grabbed a few of the candles because today the candles were 20% off, so why not? Look at how cute that looks. They also had 20% off of all of the pillows and blankets in the store, which included Halloween ones. I don't need any more, so I didn't grab any, but that's a great deal. In Marshalls, we were seeing a lot of the stuff that we have been seeing. I don't feel like I've seen this candle before, but honestly, with how many things there are, not surprised if I have. This looks just like the Target one that I just grabbed. It's also much more expensive. I can't believe how well stocked these have been this year because I feel like they're usually a customer favorite. In the clearance section, there was this witch light, which I had not seen yet this year, and they were all on clearance, so I don't know what the deal is with that. I didn't grab one because I got a lot this year, but they're pretty cool. I really liked these broom street signs as well. I did almost get one, but I didn't. And how adorable are these Frank and Bride mug set? Oh my gosh. Hello, ghouls and ghosties. So we're right now at a Walgreens, Debbie and I, my mother, and I'm gonna show you if I see anything new. And we're also going to Target after this, but I do have to show off my outfit because I'm really proud and it's super spooky. Debbie was asking me a question while I tried to film this. Also, I was gonna edit parts of this out, but honestly, it's kind of funny to watch me just struggle to show you guys my outfit. So here is me in my flop era trying to show you guys what I'm wearing. That was bad. So Walgreens had some spooky squishmallows along with some trick-or-treating supplies, carving supplies, and little like beanie boos or whatever they're called of a bat and a black cat. They also had a spooky big plastic bowl, which kind of gave me vintage vibes. I actually did kind of like it. I really liked this skeleton overalls set. I think it was really cute. And then they had some spooky socks as well, but I will stick to my Target dollar section spooky socks. Debbie was nice enough to help me film my outfit. So I have my Doc Martens with the jack-o'-lantern faces on it, my Moschino scar pants, Moschino pumpkin bag, and my vintage tacky sweater vest. These will be a video for after Halloween. On to Target, they had this Rolling Stone Fang Spiked Tongue sweatshirt along with this Black Crowes Scythe Reaper sweatshirt, which I really liked. They had 20% off of bathroom stuff, but they were quite sold out. And then they also had some kind of like baking supplies that I hadn't seen before. All of the classic Halloween movies were out and on front display, including the horror ones. This year they are once again selling the iconic small size Skelly along with this new size. He's like not huge, but not super tiny. I want him. Up front they had a few live plants in some kind of Halloween-esque looking planters. None really caught my attention, so I didn't get any. I kind of like these skull ones, but they're a little too like weird for me. And many little gourd and gourdesses, along with these painted pumpkins with hair and hats and such. I got a couple of the ones that have bats and spiders on them. And once again on the way home we stopped at Walmart, but I once again forgot to film us like walking into Walmart. But up front they had these light sticks that had witches' hats and skulls on top. In the women's section, they had these jack-o'-lantern leggings along with some Nightmare Before Christmas pieces. They had a few other Halloween clothing pieces like these. In the candy, they had skull-shaped Butterfingers, but I don't think anything else was different about them besides the shape, along with these green Twix, green M&Ms, and green Snickers, but once again, I don't think anything else is different but the color. And every year, Walmart has this middle section of Halloween and fall baking items. They had a bunch of different interesting sounding flavored syrups. And then they had all kinds of sprinkles and frostings and everything. This is the same Walmart that we stopped at earlier in the video, so honestly not too much was different in the decor section, and I still didn't end up grabbing anything. Walmart decor just for some reason isn't really usually ever up my aisle anymore. If you remember my decorating video, I do have some Walmart pieces. I feel like they used to have more pieces that I had interest in versus now. It is October 2nd, and we're going into Kirkland's right now. This is my bag of the day, the pumpkin backpack. I have 5 off of 20 at Kirkland, so I want to look. We also are going to a Spirit Halloween, and we're gonna check Fleet Farm, which I have never seen.
I've never been, well, I haven't in years.
I know, I don't know if everywhere has Fleet Farm, but it's kind of one of those like outdoor, like Menards, tractory type places. But first up, Kirkland's, and it says half off Halloween. Kirkland's had told me the first time I went this season that they would be getting much more in later in the season, but honestly there is nothing new here and a lot of it is sold now, so I definitely didn't find anything to spend my coupon on. This Spirit Halloween is in the weirdest location. It's like an abandoned strip mall. I don't get it. It's just like, it doesn't look right for some reason, but this one is pretty dead because of that, so not much has sold out, and they actually do have the full animatronic setup, which kind of surprises me. We have arrived at Fleet Farm. I have never, any year, checked the... I'm not sure if that first part just cut off, but I was saying I've never been to Fleet Farm for Halloween stuff, and I wasn't sure how much there was or if it was any good, but it looks like they actually have a decent amount. Fleet Farm had the huge, they had dish towels, they had the hanging ghouls and ghosts, they had lights, they had skeletons, they had welcome signs. They also had their own spooky town setup, kind of like Menards and kind of like Michael's. They had a lot of pieces. They even had Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street animatronics, which really caught me off guard. I don't know where they got the rights to that and where they got the supplier for that. This bat light was probably the only thing I liked and wanted, but it was 30 bucks, so I decided not to get it. This guy made the most annoying chattering noise, and you couldn't even hear him talk. He honestly was really irritating. And again, the usual baking supplies, sprinkles, cookie cutters, treat bags, handbags. Do you remember these? Here's a look at the Freddy and Jason animatronics. They look a lot cheaper than Lowe's, so that was a yikes. They also had pre-mixed peanuts and candy corn, so Fleet Farm, we do support that one. Hello, ghouls and ghosties, and welcome to October 4th. I think it's the 4th. As you can see, we're at Home Depot. This is the one that always had the most stuff. I don't really know what I'm looking for, but I'm here. I'm just gonna look and see if they've got like a new shipment in. And then we're actually gonna do some like spooky thrifting today. Cause a lot of the stores that are gonna have Halloween have it. It's October at this point, and I feel like we've been to basically all of them. So we're gonna do some spooky thrifting. So let's go to Home Depot, and then let's go to a Savers, which I despise Savers, but I'm still gonna check, and a Goodwill. And once again, the Goodwill in this city always has the most spooky stuff compared to all the other ones too. Let's go take a peek. This location still had one of the 9-foot werewolves. I've seen online that some stores are even putting them $75 off, which makes sense because they are so expensive. And they even had a 12-foot witch, but I am still not interested in her, so sorry girl, I am gonna pass. First up, we are doing Goodwill. Our Goodwills call themselves the Halloween headquarters, so they have a lot to live up to. They do make quite a lot of displays and carry quite a lot of Halloween items once we get close to the season. They also have full costume sections full of new costumes and used costumes, and they'll even throw in some items that are like regular clothes but could be used to make a costume. They of course had all kinds of different decor, whether it be recent, cheap, quality, vintage, modern, all kinds of stuff. When I was a kid, we definitely used to have these mummy cups. Joann Fabrics 2021. I love when I can find stuff from past collections and I can just clock what year it was and what store it came from. I love the Ghost Beanie Baby. I have one and I've had him since I was like a little kid. I also have the little Grim Reaper and I have had the Grim Reaper since I was seriously like an infant, and I love both of them. I really liked the look of this hanging piece, but honestly they felt a lot cheaper than they look on this video, so I did pass on them. This, I hate. Okay, we didn't get anything at Goodwill, but it was nice to see some cool vintage stuff. Now we are at Savers and they are so busy. So I warned y'all that Savers is not really my favorite. Their section of Halloween was much smaller than Goodwill's. The stuff in it was just not that great. They had higher prices than Goodwill. Like, look at this. Wednesday Addams Funko, she's also like out of her container, and $20? That's insane. Trick or treat. Want some candy? Does anyone remember these things? I feel like I'm having like a lot of nostalgia flashbacks today. This witch is wigging out. Like, she looks cuckoo. I am absolutely getting this ghost little basket. It is from Bachman's and it was on sale for $23 and they have it for like $4. To my surprise, Savers actually had a full costume section as well, with some fun Halloween clothes thrown in too. Alright, ghouls and ghosties, welcome to October 14th, the current day, the day that this video is being posted. I have one more store that I unfortunately don't have footage of. I wish I did, but I want to tell you guys about before we wrap up this haunt hunt. So I'm actually wearing a shirt from the store, and the store is Hot Topic. This is not like sponsored or something. I went to a Hot Topic in person and I saw how much amazing stuff they had there, and then I went online and bought stuff, and I just wish I had filmed in the store, but I forgot to. At Hot Topic they have all kinds of like really cool merch stuff, of course, from like the horror movies and all the Halloween movies like Nightmare Before Christmas and stuff. They have t-shirts, decor, accessories, and then they have, which is my favorite, they have traditional Halloween items. They have like a pumpkin face belt, kind of like the Moschino one. They have these like vintage looking t-shirts. This is one of the ones that I purchased that says Feeling Spooky, and they have all kinds of like really cool stuff. So I didn't get footage. Let me just quick show you guys the other stuff that I got from Hot Topic, because I was hoping it would be delivered by today so I could show you in person, but unfortunately it's coming tomorrow and I want this video to go up today. So I also got this set of Trick or Treat vintage looking like wall decals, and I got this shirt as well, which looks like a like vintage Halloween like postcard type situation. I also got this hat, which I've never had a brimmed hat, but this is like too cool. It has like bats and I think like a skull also around it on the edge. I think I got another, oh yeah, I got like a witch t-shirt as well. I ordered all mine online. Like I said, I did go to one in person at the Mall of America, but I just wasn't like filming that day, so I didn't think to film it. But just check out Hot Topic if you have one near you. They have really good stuff. And I would have footage in the next haunt hunt, but unfortunately, I think that this is the last haunt hunt of the year, which I don't even like to say. It makes me feel like really, really sad. If you can tell, the dates in this video are really like spaced out, and there's just like not as many locations that I went to, because we've, for this year, I feel like seen everything that all these stores have to offer, which again makes me extremely, extremely, extremely sad. But let me know what you guys picked up this year. As for Halloween decor, what's like your favorite piece you found? I will say, though today is a very sad day because it's the last haunt hunt, it's also a very, very, very exciting day, because tonight I'm going to the event that I've like hyped up all season, my favorite event of the entire year, which is the Minnesota Zoo Pumpkin Jack-o'-lantern Walk. There's 5,000 lit jack-o'-lanterns up in trees, on the ground, along a path, in bushes, near, far, different faces, different colors. I'm so excited. So that's actually what next week's video is going to be. It's happening today, but I'm gonna film it and it's gonna go up next week. I'm also just gonna film like what else I'm doing that day. Like right now I'm about to go like carve some jack-o'-lanterns that Ryan and I are gonna do like a photo shoot with and wear on our heads. So I have like a lot of fun like spooky stuff happening today. I hope you guys do too. But yeah, today is an exciting and very sad day. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the haunt hunts. Like I don't even want to like say we're done with them. It just makes me sad. But I hope you guys have enjoyed them. I've had so much fun. It's my literal like favorite thing to do all season, is to go hunting for all the new Halloween decor, all the cool stuff I maybe missed last year that I can get my hands on this year. So we're done with haunt hunts for this year on this channel, unfortunately. But if you like them, let me know. I'm absolutely doing them again next year, and I can't wait already for that. Still, obviously, we're only halfway through October. I have tons of other stuff coming, including the pumpkin walk. We're gonna try those trick or treat, like mixed, like good and bad seltzers at some point. Lots of stuff. I'm gonna do a pumpkin carving video, all kinds of fun things. So as usual, let me know what other spooky Halloween videos you want to see from me, and let me know what your favorite Halloween decor piece is that you got yourself this year. And yeah, that's all that I have for you guys today. Goodbye.